Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and today we got the thrilling and innovative game modes through the Christmas event that just came out recently. Now, obviously, I am joking, but as you guys know, I love Mei. She's my day one. She's always going to be my favorite here in all of Overwatch, and I love all of her game modes. Even though a lot of people are memeing on Jeff Kaplan saying, "Oh, we know you love the Mei game modes," even though he clearly knows we don't. But something I can just appreciate whenever it comes to Blizzard is just the type of tones whenever it comes to their game modes, because they have a wide variety of them. Like when it came to Snowball and creating competitive mode, and when it came to Junkenstein's Revenge and created the endless mode, and now in Mei's Yeti Hunt, Mei's Snowball Offensive, it creates this like fun and not really serious type of tone, right? Where the other two game modes probably had people stressing about or people wanting to be the best in. This is just something you kind of just fool around with. But today's video, I did want to talk about my final thoughts on Mei's Yeti Hunt and also Mei's Snowball Offensive, because this is the first event ever that we saw two completely different game modes in the same exact event, and I think it adds a little bit of variety. But is it good? Like, are they good game modes? Is it something that we want to play over and over again, or is it something that people are going to get bored with, especially on the very first day? And the first game I want to talk about was Mei's Yeti Hunt, and I'm gonna be honest, guys, even though I appreciate what they did for this game mode, it's something that I honestly just don't like, because this is something that's more geared towards Winston. Because usually when it comes to like game modes, it always has some sort of challenge, but it's always even, right? It's always like with Snowball, it's still even on both sides. When it came to Junkenstein's Revenge, you can still do good even though it got progressively harder, but not in Mei's Yeti Hunt, because clearly Winston is like the favorable matchup. Like, if you're looking to win, if you're looking to be top 500, which you obviously can, I'm a little disappointed, you're gonna want to be Winston, because not only do you get 5,000 HP rather, you don't get that 500 base HP, you get a huge HP bar, you do more damage when you just use your primary fire, and plus the biggest selling point when you want to play Winston is that it's a 2-hit kill whenever you get the 4 pieces of meme, which I'm sure you guys know how Mei's Yeti Hunt works. So Winston just goes around the map and they're randomly generated. I think sometimes there is like a pattern that you can always follow, and you always get the pieces of meat. Pause on that. And then once you get it, you just have to slap the maze around. Even though I kind of feel bad when I'm slapping the maze around, it's just kind of easy and just brainless at that point. And it even gets a little bit worse whenever it comes to Mei, because yes, you do have 5 different mazes going against one single Winston. You might think, oh, the mazes are totally gonna just demolish this Winston. You have to take into consideration the changes that Winston did get, and also what happens with Mei, because I play Mei a lot, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm so used to like a certain freezing time happening. Like, there's a certain time frame when I'm freezing someone and I just automatically shoot with my like secondary fire. That's not the case here. Not to say that this makes it a bad game mode, but this means that it takes longer for the freeze to happen. So really the best way when it comes to Mei's Yeti Hunt to win on the Mei side, because it still is possible, is that you still have to stay together as a team. Because if people just start separating, do their own thing, because again, I'm sure you're not trying to be top 500 in Mei's Yeti Hunt, it's more or less going to happen where people are just spreading out, and it's so harder to get damage off on the Winston because he can't regenerate health over time, even though he does pop his ult, which again, there's so many different changes in this game mode that doesn't apply to the base game, like the freeze point, the HP bar, the ultimate usage, the ultimate for Mei, and even, which these are all cool changes and something different, but it's just not something that you want to play over and over again, which I hate so much, because I had so much faith going into this event. Like, yes, I'm gonna love Mei's Yeti Hunt, and then I actually went into it and it's like, wow, nobody stays together. It's hard to kill the Winston. I'm dying so quick because the Winston also does more damage with his primary fire, and the wall is useless, and there's just so much stuff going on that isn't in the Mei favor. More or less, it's like a novelty game mode. Like, it's just something that just slapped together and just wanted to put into the game just to see how boss fights work, because that's kind of how I saw Junkenstein's Revenge and the Uprising game mode, is that, okay, they have like somewhat of a campaign mission. Let's actually make a campaign mission. So hopefully in the future, whether it's the Chinese New Year event or the anniversary event, they have a bigger and better boss fight other than just Winston and Mei. Even though I think the idea is cute and adorable, it's just a novelty game mode. That's the best way that I describe it. But I do want to hear your guys' thoughts on Mei's Yeti Hunt. Do you think it's better than Mei's Snowball Offensive, or do you think it's even worse?
Also, Blizzard, why don't I have my Mei gold gun? I work so hard and I can't kill Winston with my gold gun.
That makes me sad. But on the opposite side of the spectrum, I'm talking about the other game mode, which was May Snowball Offensive. Now, if you remember back in 2016, not a lot of people liked it. I did, and I still love it. I still love 2017's May Snowball Offensive, but I had so many ideas that just, I knew could have made it better, like 10 times better. People would have loved it, and people would have kept playing it over and over again. Now, obviously, I'm not working at Blizzard. I don't have a job there, and they know what they're doing, so why are they going to listen to some little kid that can't even get laid when it comes to May Snowball Offensive? But, that doesn't mean that they can't add additional changes to help make it a little bit better. Like the addition of the Black Forest. This addition just adds like this sense of variety when it comes to May Snowball Offensive. It makes it so you don't feel like you're running the same routes over and over again. It makes it a bit more exciting because, hey, you gotta find a new strategy than from last year just playing on Equal Point Antarctica. But that doesn't mean that they can't add the other 3v3 maps like the Necropolis and Castillo. Now, I understand, located in Egypt and Mexico, it doesn't snow there, or at least I don't think it snows there, right? Because it's closer to the equator. I didn't do that well in my geography class, so that's probably the reason why they didn't do it, is because of reasons like that. But come on, Blizzard, it's a video game. Do we really need authentication? I didn't say that word right, but either way, it doesn't take away from the fact that I still love May Snowball Offensive, and they tried to fix it, but it's not their main priority. They have so many things else that they need to focus on, like, first of all, the skins, and they need to focus on competitive and the Overwatch World League. I'm sure the first thing isn't, like, making competitive May Snowball Offensive, which is something I would have loved to see, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it would have been totally possible, but would people actually play it? I would be honest, and it would just add that like competitive atmosphere that would make people want to play it over and over again. Because I'm sure the first thing that you thought of is, oh boy, I want to try to be the best person in May Snowball Offensive. No, that's not what happened, because you have no reason to. Obviously, I want to, because, well, I just love May that much, and I thought it'd be fun, but there's no way for me to track it other than just me demolishing people in May Snowball Offensive. Do I do that? Not really, but I can still think that in my mind. Overall, my final thoughts on the game mode is that I had such high expectations when I really shouldn't have, even when the Blizzard team and Jeff Kaplan even said, this is something that we can't play over and over again. But I just really wanted competitive May Snowball Offensive, or just something whenever it came to the winter event. This is something that, again, it's going to be forgotten, or people just won't care for it, or in fact, people will hate. But again, it's not their main priority. If that means making the skins better, or just making Overwatch better at the cost of kind of dumbed down events, which it sucks that they set the bar low for themselves in this portion of the event. It sucks, but it's fine because, hey, let's just make Overwatch great again. Let's make it better, and hopefully this just allocates more time to making the competitive scene and just Overwatch in general just even better. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Did you hate the game modes, or did you in fact love them? Because I love Snowball Offensive, Maze Yeti Hunt, I'm on the fence about. So I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos come, and bye.